Welcome everybody to the Dreads weekend post-game reports, where I discuss the most recent Hanwha game, then I talk about the good, the bad, and what I would have done differently if I was in the dugouts as the manager. From there, I'll preview the upcoming game, talk about the pitching matchups, and what I think is going to happen. Let's go. All right, guys. Hanwha yesterday lost 6-2 to NC, snapping their 3-game winning streak. I was not at the game and I did not broadcast the game, so I do not feel that I can give you a review and things that I liked and didn't like, because I didn't watch it live and I don't think that's fair. So we're going to get straight into today's game. Again, NC in town here in Daejeon. The rain was supposed to kind of put off the game, but the rain started early, finished, it's been off and on, so I think they're going to get the game in. I don't know of any reason why they wouldn't. So into the starting matchups, Shin Min-hyuk for NC. He's pitched 2 games against Hanwha, 1-0 with a 2.88 ERA. The most recent one was on the 15th of May, and he went 6 innings, gave up 1 run. That was the Pena injury game where NC won 12-1. Moon Dong-ju has pitched 1 game against NC, didn't factor in the decision, 1.69 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. So they both had success against each other. Now, 2 pitchers are headed in different directions. So Shin Min-hyuk, 3.99, 3.97 ERA. 12 games, he is 4-4 on the season, but his last 2 starts have not been good. His last 2 starts against Lotte and Kia, he's gone for 5.1 total innings between those 2 starts, giving up 6 runs to Kia in just 2 innings. Moon Dong-ju, on the other hand, in his last 3 starts, he's gone 5 innings, 6 innings, 7 innings, giving up 0 runs, 3 runs, and 0 runs. So he has pitched way better since coming back. So that bodes very well for Hanwha. And then if you look at the type of pitchers that they are, Shin Min-hyuk is really one of a kind in terms of the pitch selection and the speed and everything. He mainly throws a changeup 40% of the time, but his second pitch is actually a cutter, which is not a very common pitch for Koreans in this league, especially right-handed Koreans. So he also throws a fastball, but that's his 3rd pitch of choice at 24% of the time. There really is no one that does changeup cutter in this league besides him. The closest with the changeup cutter, fastball, and speeds is Sang-baek, who just faced Hanwha on Thursday and should have pitched 7 innings of shutout ball with 7 strikeouts, but ended up misplayed by the left fielder, took the loss in 6.2 innings of 1 unearned run. I don't care what anybody says, that's an error on the left fielder. So Hanwha does not hit this type of pitcher well. Now let's talk about Moon Dong-ju. Obviously he is fastball first, 149 is his fastball, then his second curve, and then a slider. Does also throw a changeup. Slider, changeup about 10% each, 15% each, something like that. Not a lot of pitches with it, but so one of the fastest pitchers in the league. 149 is his average, maybe 150. He's started pitching much harder, much faster in his last couple games. Now the 2 pitchers, there's 3 pitchers that are close to that. Anderson has not faced NC because he just came into the league. And then you have Wang Bin and Alcantara for Doosan. Both of those guys have faced NC and pitched well. Wang Bin has 2 games at 2.25 ERA. Alcantara 1 game at an ERA of 0. So that definitely bodes well for Hanwha. So both of these pitchers could pitch really well, and then that means it comes into a bullpen game. Now, who do I give the advantage to in the bullpen? Hanwha, and this is why. So NC was ahead in yesterday's game, so they used their main guys. So Kim Young-gyu was used yesterday, and he's a lefty. They only have one other lefty in the bullpen, and that's Kim Tae-hyun, but he has an ERA of 16. Now their other relievers, they're right-handed relievers. You have Lee Young-chang, who is the closer, right-handed closer, but he did pitch yesterday, and this would be, if he pitches in the game, that would be 4 out of 5 games this week. yeah, it starts to push it. Other than that, Kim Jae-yeol, right-hander, pitched yesterday. He also would be pitching 4 out of 5 games so far this week. Other than that, they only really have one guy that has a decent ERA in that bullpen. Now, I know WHIP is more important in the bullpen than the ERA, but you have Kim Jae-sung, I believe, right-hander, who has an ERA of 3. Other than that, you have, I have to check here, Chae Woo-suk, 4.50 ERA. He's only pitched in 2 games, though. Sung Myung-gi, 5.51 ERA. Im Sang-hyun, 7.94 ERA. Bae Jae-han, 20.25 ERA. 20.25. And Jun Sa-min, who's only pitched in a few games and a 5.56 ERA. So that bullpen, can it hold the lead if it gets it? Now, on the other hand, you have Hanwha, who Ju Hyun-sung is rested and Kim Yu-yeon is rested. Now, who pitches in the 6th and 7th if Moon Dong-ju is only able to go 5 or 6? Well, maybe Park Sang-won, who is rested, but how is he going to pitch after the whole bench is clearing thing? Is it going to be in his head? But Han Sung-hyuk has pitched well lately. He did pitch yesterday, but a day of rest between there because Hanwha did win so convincingly in Suwon. So I have to give the advantage to the late part of Hanwha's bullpen. And obviously, so if these 2 pitchers pitch really well and it becomes a bullpen game, I have to give the advantage to Hanwha. So do I think Hanwha can win? Absolutely. Am I convinced that Hanwha can win? No. I think it's either going to be a very close game or something is going to happen that's going to throw everything I just said out the window. But just to make sure that Hanwha does get the win, I am wearing my lucky road gray and my spring hat just to ensure that Hanwha does get the victory. So I will see you at the game.